We are live. Ready? Good, good. We are good. See you on the other side of the Fanart Parade. Freaks! so fucking good, dude. So fucking good. What the fuck, dude? Hold up. We're in there. That animation is insane, dude. I swear the fan artists for Chainsaw Man are just, they're deranged, dude. They're off the rails, man. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. I'm gonna tweet it out. What is going on? Go here. Old tweet. 4th minute. We are live. Boom. Welcome back, everybody. Doofy's little chat is there. What's our chat spam for today? Huh? Gone? Gone. We're good. It might come back. We're live. No, not you. Here we go. YUKO night in personal news first part of the stream about myself. What's I got going on? Not a whole lot. I'm just chilling, continuing to work on this. Continuing to work on this coding bootcamp, got all caught up. Had Thanksgiving here in the States. Yay, happy Thanksgiving, Americans. Happy Thanksgiving, Americans. My fellow Americans. Ate a lot of turkey. Cooked all day with the fam. It was cool. It was fun. We love that. Anything else? Not really. Food was good. Weekend was chill. The new Chainsaw Man chapter was absolute gas. Holy hell, dude. What the heck? What in the heck, dude? Okay, dude. What, you guys had your Thanksgiving like what, 2 months ago or something? Whatever, it's all the same. It's just like some evil holiday, you know, but who cares? It's every holiday, man. Just eat your food. Europe plus Canada equals better. Okay, dude. I see where your head's at. Alright. It's goofball. Anything else going on? Not really. I'm chilling. 10 years ago. Never was there Thanksgiving in Canada again. Oh, some news, I got a commission finished from a Turkish artist. I commissioned him to make some album art for me. New album coming soon. New branding for the music. Gonna drop. Yes. Made an anonymous artist name. Bring back the EGM mask. It'll come back. I need to catch up to Bleach. And I need to get my thoughts together about Bleach. Because it's so goofball. It's so goofball. Oh. Album art? Question mark? That's right. That is correct, dude. I need to hear, well, you have to wait because it's not done yet. You're listening to some of it right now. You hear this? That's me. Boom. Boom, baby. You're always like, how can this guy play music on YouTube? Dream, he's a freak. Doesn't care. Oh, I play by the rules, baby. It's all me, baby. No problem. That's what I realized. I was like, man, streaming is whack. But then, you know, I was like, what can I do to bring the sauce to YouTube? It's like, well, you can't use music. YouTube sucks, dude. This platform sucks. And I was like, hold on. Not true. I've got a secret way. A secret chord. And so, yeah. Little preview here. Some of the songs in here. Some of it is just noodly jamming. And some of it is actual parts of music. Had a good shift tonight. It was slow as hell. Obviously, everyone's got leftovers from Thanksgiving. They're not like, you know, not going out to eat. Yeah, it is what it is. We're chilling. Anything else? Not really. I was planning to do a different stream this week, but I actually caught some European chick that I need to open. I actually caught some European chick for the first time live earlier this week. Yesterday? Was that yesterday? Dude, I don't know. What happens. I don't know what happens in my life, okay? I was able to catch that. That was great. I had a great time in there. Loved it. Mods were fun. Stream is fun. The content is good. What else can I say? What else can I fucking say? You know what I mean? That shit is fire. I'm gonna check it out. Great React streams. Great fun stuff. ASMR? No. It's manga reading reacts. Manga reading reacts. Oh, me ASMR? I'm not gonna do it. ASMR, baby. I don't have the microphone to do that. I need a binaural microphone, which are kind of expensive, and there's no fucking point. Whatever. And one day, dude, if I get, you know what? If I get to 300 subs, we'll do ASMR. How about that? 300 subs to ASMR. Promises made, promises kept, dude. Okay. Now that I've staked my life upon my sword, let's get into the stream, because I don't really have much else to say, unless my only active chatter Doofy has anything he wants to add before we get going here. Otherwise, face to text time. Now we have a live one, a spicy one, a big boy. Politics and Chainsaw Man. We're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna use someone else's content. We're gonna steal a little content here. We're gonna use someone else's content as a launching point. Although this is not stealing content, okay? This is borrowing content. I'm gonna message Elda, some European chick, and got permission to use this video, which you don't have to do, but it's just the Weird Owl code, you know what I mean? It's just right to do. Oh God, politics. Shut up, dude. Are you a philosophy guy? Oh God, politics. Indeed. Oh God, indeed. Also, manga spoilers, dude. That's, you know, watch out. Wanna dodge this bullet. You know, no hating if you decide to leave. You know, because manga spoilers incoming, brother. Right? It's dangerous territory out there. Although, if you're on Twitter and you don't have like everybody who tweets about Chainsaw Man blocked, you're done for anyway. So it doesn't really matter, I guess. It's still good. Like, Chainsaw Man still is really good. The twists and turns are exciting. I won't lie. It is a good spoiler-free experience. Absolutely, no question. So, you know, do what you're gonna do. But tonight, I'm going to talk about YUKO, whose character in part 2, those of you who don't know. And, we're going to be looking at whether or not she is a fascist. 2 weeks ago, fellow Chainsaw Man enjoyer, some European chick, although she does reacts to all different manga. Notably Berserk. Also very slowly going through Oyasumi Poon Poon, which is just like Poon Poon reacts are just fuck. Honestly, fuck that comic, dude. Maybe I'll do a binge reread stream, a marathon react of Poon Poon. God, what a fucking trip that would be. I've only read it in full one time. I originally started reading it when it was still coming out monthly. That's what got me on to Asano Inyo, which might be his best. Probably his best to date. It's hard for another thing to be better, really, than Oyasumi Poon Poon. So, you know, there's that. I don't think I would argue the Chainsaw, but they're both just really good. They're both just incredible. But I've been sidetracked by myself. So, some European chick, on her reacts, had a moment where there's a reveal in the course of YUKO's story. And some European chick calls out that YUKO is actually like a fascist. Thought that YUKO was chill, good character, liked her. Chill, dude. It's coming, dude. It's gonna happen, dude. I'm gonna start a new one on some other fucking dumb site like that, and we'll apply quantitative analysis to qualitative judgments for literally no reason, but it'll be fun. You're gonna hate my rating system, dude. You're gonna be like, this guy's a fucking idiot. That's what happens when you tell a mathematician to use numbers. They're just gonna be really annoying about it. That's what you get, man. Sorry. It'll happen. I think I'm gonna do it maybe New Year's-ish. I'm usually just fucking vibing on New Year's, not really doing anything. I've been to a New Year's party one time and I thought it fucking sucked, so I don't think I've been back. Classic shut-in stuff, you know? Just like, I tried the party one time. Not good. Nope. So, with that said, this is a react stream. This is our very first react stream. I mean, I gotta mute the music here. That's almost done. I got 10 seconds to kill or something. Nice. Let's pull it up. Window capture. Give me that. And I want to show it to you. I don't want to show all this crap to you. Zoom it in. My video, I'm doing things, right? And then bigger and covering my face, because who gives a shit about my face? I can't even see my fucking expression. This video may contain heavy spoilers for James. Alright, so get the fuck out of here, Doofy. Unless you just don't care, but I think you do. You're like one of those guys. I don't really care that much about spoilers usually. It's just like, it doesn't matter. I'm not in this for the twists and turns, you know. I like other stuff about storytelling more than the surprise factor, really. Doesn't matter to me that much, but a lot of people it does. And I get it. It's fun. Yes. Read the Chainsaw Man, doofus. Come on, dude. The first arc basically ended, so if you want to binge it, now's not a bad time. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some live audio editing because I didn't check this. Okay.
Aren't we sharing our deepest, darkest secrets? Even then, jeez, Louise.
That's okay.
Your turn. After that story, now I have to share a big one. You'd better. You.
There she is, reading it.
Oh, the sunset. You can really see it. Even though it's black and white, but you can tell that it's a sunset here in this manga. Promise you won't tell a soul. I'm curious now, what is it? Alright. Promise. I killed someone yesterday, what the fuck?
Let's react to it, dude. No need to react harder. The camera
so
look, dude. That's quality,
that you
dude.
peed yourself as a child.
That was good reacting.
You can never ever say that. That's a dark secret you keep to yourself.
Camera look is good, but it's hard.
Telling people you have killed other people, that's not that dark of a secret. You can share that. Especially if this is just like the second time you've talked to that person you're telling that dark secret
yes,
to.
YUKO is fucking weird, dude.
Okay. Huh? Oh yeah? Who? My neighbor. The fuck did he do? Wow. Why'd you do it? 'Cause he'd go gamble at pachinko even though he was on welfare for disability.
There we go. There goes baby.
What the fuck?
YUKO is a fascist. Alright, so that's the context, right? YUKO reveals she's killed somebody because they're on welfare and they're going to the pachinko bar. Which pachinko parlor suck? It sucks. So that's a L. Automatically. Anyway, moving on.
Sounds like a typical fascist, like a Republican conservative, like one of those white supremacists who are like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot up this neighborhood because I'm dissatisfied with white people being replaced and the state doing nothing about it.
You'd make a really good fascist though. That was fucking fire, alright? Kind of spitting, dude.
I I am fighting back for my people.
That's
Our
pretty
white
good.
blood cannot be diluted.
Dude, she's got
So
it down.
I am gonna
Fucking knows her
do
shit.
something about it and shoot up a black neighborhood or something.
Yep, that's about it. That's pretty much how it works. Yep. Yeah.
Because the state is just trying to hurt my people. She sounds like one of those. She's like, oh, he was a burden to the state.
Already she gets at one of the fundamental contradictions of fascism, which is that you have the state, which is doing bad things, like helping black people. But also the reason that the black people are bad is because of the problems that they cause for the state. Huh? I thought you didn't like the state. But now you give so much of a shit about it? That's kind of weird.
So I got rid of him. He was on
Easy
welfare
clap.
for disability. Oh, the poor taxpayers' money was going to him, and he was
Also, ableist. You was ableist. L. But that'll be relevant later, actually.
actually gambling. She sounds like Light Yagami, dude.
True.
Like, she's
But
doing
like,
vigilante justice. Not even that he did something to her. It's just that she has an ideology, like a social, political ideology, that this neighbor doesn't fit. And she thinks it's.
alright, so this is a great point. Let me actually do this. The true React editing, dude. Boom, video gone. Great point about YUKO, her actions, as if she has a socio-political ideology. This is kind of something I talked about last week as well, but my audio is fucking scuffed because I'm a goddamn idiot. Even though that episode was fire, I was gonna watch that shit. I couldn't even watch that shit. Fuck, it sucked. I fucked up. Yeah. But last week I talked about this. Is on human nature. Character building is a perspective on human nature. Was kind of the point we had last week, and not like necessarily that the character building is the author's perspective on human nature, but when you do character building in a story, you present a perspective on human nature because you're building symbolic representations of the generalized other. You're building other people in your mind. You're making up a guy. As they say on Twitter, you're making up a guy. Which, as we all know on Twitter, making up a guy is all about projecting your perspective on the human nature out into the void, regardless of whether it relates to reality at all. And of course, in fiction, it doesn't have to relate to reality at all. It can be completely fake. But likewise, okay, let's go through this chain. Human action, character, actions, and beliefs. Actions reflect type of ethics. So in the same way that like you have to same way that when you make characters, when you build characters, you're talking about, you're making stuff about human nature. When you have characters do things, you're working within the realm of ethics. You're talking about ethics. Again, not necessarily saying the character does this because I think that's ethical. Right, but the character collecting a system of ethics with their actions, because that's what you do when you do stuff in your life, right? That's what you do. You make choices based on whatever, and that evaluation of choices of actions is that's ethics. That's what it is. All right. So then, ethics is the root of political ideology. That's this one. And this one's a little controversial because it's not quite as easy. Like, it's not quite as straightforward. There's a lot more to it. But fundamentally, you're talking about sort of collective action, political ideology, what it's justified to do, what it's unjustified to do, who is right, who is at fault. And so in that sense, what should we do collectively together? Right? Ethics and politics, very tied together. Good example. I mean, we're gonna talk about one in a little bit. Good example is the MAiD laws in Canada right now are a subject of debate currently in Parliament. There were some hearings lately. And the ethics of doctor-assisted suicide. Whether it should be legal, whether it should be decriminalized, whether it should be illegal, etc., etc. And fundamentally, there's a question of, is this action that a doctor is taking ethical? Or in what situation would it be ethical? Or even in what situation would it be unethical not to assist someone with suicide? Right? So, there is that discussion, that ethical discussion is at the heart of the political discourse around this issue. And sort of most political discussions come down to that in some sense. Wonky people don't agree, but they suck, so I'm gonna move on. They still kind of do. Wonky people are just utilitarian. They have utilitarian ethics, so they get down into the weeds because I don't know why they do that. They don't really have to, but regardless, we love our wonks. So yes, YUKO choosing to kill this dude who's gambling his welfare money does reflect a system of ethics, and that system of ethics, he's justified in killing him because this dude is a loser, and screw that guy. On that note, I have to take a break really quick because I have to pee. So I'm gonna throw the break, and I'll be right back really quick. back. Okay. Back to the reacts, dude. Back to the reacts. Oh, I didn't quite finish my thought, but yeah. Good shout out by some European chick about how YUKO's behavior reflects a... Oh my fucking headphones. Played the video, wouldn't be able to hear it. Great call by some European chick about how the actions of the character reflect an ideology of politics. And her point is that this is a fascist type of ideology, which seems okay, that's fine.
It's better to get rid of him. It reminds me of this unregulated euthanasia thing in Canada that's going on.
Okay. Here we go. We're coming back to this.
Where even people that are considered burdens, like homeless people, are allowed to go get assisted suicide. What the fuck? It's just one step away from eugenics.
Okay, I gotta pause this. We're gonna come back to this because it all ties together. But to be precise, Canada does not have unregulated eugenics or doctor-assisted suicide. It has legal doctor-assisted suicide, but it is heavily regulated in a lot of significant ways. However, it is still quite an ethical conundrum, and many disability advocates in Canada don't like it. They don't like that it is legal. They don't think it should be legal. They at least think that the current way it is regulated and applied there should not be the way that it is. And specifically, there were two cases that were brought up where it happened, in which the people in question were long-time recipients of disability benefits, and basically part of their application for the assisted suicide was their material conditions, their living conditions, which are part of state programs, right? Disability benefits is a state program. So you have the situation where you have these disabled people who are failed by the state, not given the support that they need, and then there's also this convenient door number 2 that you can walk through, and it's legal, and it's I mean, I hope you don't have to pay up front. That's all I'll say. I hope you don't have to pay up front. If you have to pay up front, that's fucked up. You have to pay up front, that's fucked up. Even if, you know what I mean? Come on. Come on. Okay. Fucked up to joke about it. But yeah, it's questionable. Very questionable program. And of course, the big point that every disability advocate hammers home is that the point is you can have this, but you can't have it with a lack of effective disability support, right? You can't have MAiD and shitty disability benefits. Then the shitty disability benefits is effectively state administered euthanasia, right? Because people don't have the benefits they need, their lives get shittier, their material conditions get worse, and they are disabled, so they have this disease, this chronic disease, or this condition, or this aspect to their body, right? Where they need support, and if they don't get that support, it causes them problems, and those problems might lead them down this track of doctor-assisted suicide, which not good. And personally, on MAiD, I think overall, I'm ambivalent. I think you can have a fine ethical system in which you can have a fine ethical system in which doctor-assisted suicide is allowed. I think many of the practical criticisms of the current law are warranted, but other thing is Canada has a long-standing nationalized healthcare system, universal healthcare system, nationalized healthcare system. One of the better ones, especially considering the GDP of Canada, because Canada is like, I don't know, the size of the state of Indiana, and I'm not joking. Like, I think Tokyo, the city, has 4 times the population of the country of Canada. No hating, but it's just, it is what it is, right? So for a country, not that much GDP, they have really good nationalized healthcare relative to that. So good that Americans go north to get better healthcare. That's the lowest fucking bar, though. That's like the bar is in the fucking mud, dude. But you know, meanwhile, the U.S. has like what, I don't know, like 100 times the GDP or something ridiculous. Like crazy. Hello, IP. Let's fucking go. We're just gonna get back to the react here. I'm gonna come back to this later. I did just want to correct the record a little bit about MAiD. And Elda herself said that she was aware of all that shit, but she's just reacting in the moment, right? She's not like me. She's not a fucking freak like me, where I want to be like, oh, I started thinking about MAiD. Let me do a fucking 70-minute diatribe about the different ethical positions. No, she's trying to react to Chainsaw Man, right? She's not gonna fucking derail the whole stream like a fucking weirdo. Moving on.
Like, you have a specific population in mind, like with specific people that you allow to live in the state. And if they don't fit those criteria, you're killing them? I thought I liked YUKO. She's a fucking fascist.
Okay, that's a relatively good description of like fascist, again, sort of like personal ethics, like the idea that some people are bad and so you need to get them. You know what I mean? You need to get got. Get got. Right, like that. That's a decent idea. I mean, that's like what the Boogaloo Boys and people are all fucking talking about all the time. I think fascism overall is a little bit more to it than just that, but that is a good baseline idea of it. Complicated by the fact that that is also something that has happened in, you know, socialist countries. I've had that conundrum, like with, you know, Cultural Revolution in China, and all the purges in Soviet Russia and things like that. So, you know, and also academics get caught up in those as well. That's kind of, yeah. There's an idea. Adam Curtis kind of talks about this idea sometimes, that it's not just fascism. It's sort of like the commitments to ideology in and of itself is the problem. That's why we've had this sort of bland neoliberal slop of governance since the end of the Cold War. But regardless, I think calling it fascism makes sense. So, am I disagreeing that YUKO is a fascist? Not quite. Not in so many terms, but kind of. And we'll see.
What the fuck? I did not expect that. I expected something like, oh, but I don't. He tried to rape my mom or something like that.
Hey, chill.
Something personal, or that she saw him. I don't know, rape other girls. Something like that is
I mean,
super
yeah, that's the kind of
hideous,
shit Fujimoto would do.
disgusting. Like something that absolutely no one should tolerate, whether they're a witness or no of something having happened of that sort. No one
Nope.
should tolerate it.
That's not what it
Like
was.
rape and the sort, no. I would totally understand if someone killed a rapist.
Based.
Really. Like, I'm not about vigilante justice because
Boo.
everything needs a process, because if
Boo.
everyone just listened to,
Okay.
I don't know, their intuition, like I heard from a neighbor that he killed someone and I'm gonna do something about it. And it turns out he didn't do it. Like, I'm not pro death penalty at all. At all, okay? The state should not be able to force life or to force death.
Interesting. I like that. Sure. You know, I don't know. The implications of that are pretty big. But screw the military. Get me out of here.
Upon people. I am absolutely against those things. Like for forced pregnancy and, you know, the death penalty. So I am completely against that because of political reasons, you know. Not because of, you know, a moral argument that's people don't deserve death when they did a crime. Some people do, absolutely. As I said, rapists and so on. But it's not on us to do that. But I would understand if in the moment.
Okay, but if they deserve it, who should do it? If it's not the state, is it like we have to like incorporate this? You know what I mean? That's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. And if they do deserve it, but no one is morally allowed to deliver the verdict, you know, deliver justice unto them, then do they deserve it? Really? Interesting question.
You were about to get raped, or someone you're close to, or you witnessed a rape and you killed that person because of these overwhelming emotions at that moment, the adrenaline and
the emotions, but not the justice.
So on. And the pure disgust that you'd feel. I would understand if you just
that also makes sense,
forgot about, you know, the laws and just fucking did it. I would understand that. And I would forgive that. So
you would? Interesting. I don't know if I would forgive it, but I might understand. You know what I mean? I might understand. I don't know. Maybe? Never happened to me, so no personal opinion on that. And also, like, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I think it kind of might. Well, it depends.
Gross things.
But yeah.
I expected something like that for Yuko's reasoning why she killed her neighbor. I did not expect fascism.
Fujimoto's so fucking what a freak, dude. She totally sounds like. I also was in the same position. I was like, oh, okay, she killed somebody. I bet it's like something fucked up Fujimoto shit. He's gonna come in and be like, oh, all this crazy fucked up shit happened. Maybe in a flashback on really ridiculously unacceptable panels. Fire punch type shit, you know. But no. You were just fucking fascist.
It's like one of those school shooters.
Yeah.
Like in their manifesto, she sounds like one of them.
Continues reading after this, lmao.
She totally sounds like one of them. She sounds like someone who would, I don't know, commit genocide because certain people don't fit her standard.
Aaron Yeager.
Of proper citizens. So, anyway, let me continue because the chat is going crazy.
The
I think when I
chat is going
rewatch
crazy.
the video, if I ever do that, I'm gonna read the chat, but
First mistake.
I'm also scared of spoilers, so I'm not looking at the chat right now.
It's truly reacting is just suffering. This is why I don't do live reacts to the new shit, because it's just like I just want to leave. I just want to read it in peace, dude. I just want to read it in peace. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear what you fucking weirdo losers have to say. All right, just leave me alone.
I'm gonna continue reading the chapter. I gave you my monologue. I gave you my view and my opinion on social and political stuff, and now I'm going back to YUKO, surprising me in the most negative way that I never expected. Because he'd go gamble at pachinko even though he was on welfare for disability. And for unknower, that's not fascism. I don't know.
Again, fascism is like a big, complicated thing. It sort of involves like the mechanisms of the state and the relationship to media and fucking corporate power and the military. Blah, blah, blah. There's like a structural aspect to like fascism proper, as in like a governance. But yes, the underlying kind of moralistic, ethical considerations that some European chick is talking about here, SEC is dropping here, are, yeah, they are in line, right? That is the root, the ethical root of fascist politics, and then the politics is like a bigger, more involved thing that plays out in certain understood ways.
She sounds like a commie. I am one, probably. But that's, if you're referring to YUKO and what I said, what I described in my monologue.
Okay, some communists, yes, but tankies. Tankies in. Where are the tankies? Get the tankies in.
It is because she is basically, you can call it racism, fascism, ableism, whatever ism, but she's basically
yeah, it's all fascism, dude. Fine.
Like, I deem these types of citizens as worthy to stay alive because I am a spokesperson for the state and I cannot allow the taxpayers' money going to someone like that.
Yep.
So they can gamble it away.
Yeah, the personal moral ethics as a representation and a function of the state. You can call that a feature of fascism too. So for sure.
That is insane. That is so extreme. That's extremism, fundamentalism. I don't. She's just too radical. Okay, too radical. And
These radicals,
sounds, she really reminds me of those school shooters in America.
Needs some more centrism.
She reminds me of that. That's fascism. Like, you are laying out criteria for which people you would allow to be alive. She didn't report her neighbor.
Okay, that's a base though. You was not a snitch.
For going to pachinko. Or call, social services and say, hey, this person is
okay, yeah, and if you do, you're a loser and a snitch. Shut up.
On a welfare program, but I have seen him go to pachinko. I have evidence. Like, even that, I would feel like if I knew of a neighbor who did that.
Yeah, that's still fascist behavior, but it's more justifiable. It's less extreme. It's more centrist fascism. You know what I mean? Good old-fashioned Republicans. Just calling the cops on your black friends for having barbecues, that kind of shit. You know.
But I still wouldn't care. Like, I'm
not your friends usually, by the way.
Like, I don't. It is taxpayers' money, but our money goes for much worse things. It's
true.
It's being wasted on politicians' private jets anyway. So what is one person that gets a limited amount of money, welfare money, that's not a lot,
And
okay?
think about this: if he wins a bunch, then he's saving the state money. W.
That's like, you can survive
He just
that
wins.
money that you get from the state, the welfare.
Also, okay, YUKO, do you know how this guy does it, pachinko? Because maybe he's rolling in it. Maybe he's a fucking pachinko god. You know what I mean? He just wins. Don't gamble, dude. Gambling's so fucking bad. Don't gamble. Gambling's fucking stupid.
Program for disability and so on, you can survive barely. And if that person chooses to gamble it away instead of using it for food,
The Japanese welfare is actually decent, though. It's not that bad. It's not good, but yeah, it's not. It has more like broad support, even amongst like conservative people, because it's not as individualistic over there. Still plenty of people who think that fucking, welfare is bad. You might be surprised to know there's a lot of right wing fascists in Japan. How'd that happen, dude? That's crazy.
or whatever, that's their problem. Like, it's unfortunate, but let's say you're a super concerned person who really wants everything to be proper and for that person to live properly, because for some
Fucking nerd.
reason you can't live if you're not absolutely fucking sure that your neighbor lives in a proper way and uses disability funds in a proper way. Then report them. You can try that, but to go so far as to kill them, like erase them, so that they're not being such a burden to the taxpayer.
Also, YUKO doesn't even pay taxes, bro. She's in high school. It's like, what are you talking about? You don't pay fucking taxes. Shut up. Not your money. What are you complaining about?
That is extremism. That is fascism, and I don't like that. Okay? So, let me go back to... I should have gone big Elda mode when I talked, but...
Epi got you hooked up for the video.
I never know when I'm gonna stop, so
Shout
never
out to
do
Epi,
that.
let's go.
That went on for too long. I didn't plan for that, but I'm just so fucking...
Oh, dude, 10 minutes is the perfect diatribe length. Absolutely god tier diatribe. What just happened? Slamming into my microphone, messing up the fucking focus. Classic, dude. That was a great diatribe length, alright? And she goes back to the video. Her fun reaction. Go check out her whole reaction. It's a fun time if you've read the chapter. Go if you haven't read the chapter, fucking go read Chainsaw Man. What are you doing here? Go away. Go get out of here. Go read Chainsaw Man. What are you doing watching my dumbass talk in a Halloween mask? Fucking stupid. Waste of your time. You could be reading Chainsaw Man. You could be reading Chainsaw Man. As you can tell from this, yes, all of my title and description is just the most egregious clickbait because that's funny. Lmao. Someone's gonna post some stupid comment like, "This is clickbait. You agreed with her," and I'm gonna be like, "Lmao." That's gonna be the comment response. I'll call it. Say Lmao. I'm gonna like the comment. First person to post clickbait comment gets a creator heart, I guess. Actually, you could all spam it. I'll just click the button. I don't care. Alright. So in this moment of Chainsaw Man, we do see Yuko having this fascistic attitude where she decided to kill somebody. Is a little aggressive because they were wasting their welfare. It's like, who cares? As Elda mentioned, if the dude is wasting his like $0 on stupid shit, he's the one who's getting fucked. Like, who like he's just being a dumbass. You know what I mean? You should stop because that's stupid. Don't do that. Don't gamble your welfare money. That's ridiculous. But don't gamble any money ever. It's a stupid idea. But it's fun. Yeah, you know what else is fun? Other things that aren't gambling. There's plenty of fun things to do in the world. You'll be okay. Right, so identifying this is correct, but there is a way I will say I don't disagree necessarily, but there's more to it than this, and of course I think there's more to it than this because I'm a fucking loser rant lord, alright? And we're gonna get back into my rant, so here we fucking go. Start the jam again. Actually debated, double, triple debated. I am going to take another break. This mask, I love this mask, but it kind of fucking sucks to wear. It might be suffocating me a little bit, you know, just a little bit of carbon dioxide, just a little bit. Just fuck my rate up a little bit, you know, for the gram, for the video, dude. I do it all for the video. I gotta take a break. This is a good time to take a break because after the break, not a react. It's all me. All killer, no filler. Not to. Okay, I didn't mean it like that. Alright, her videos are good. That was a great video. Y'all enjoyed watching it, and I had fun reacting to it. So I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna talk more in detail about an addendum I would like to make to this evaluation of YUKO based on the politics of Chainsaw Man. We're gonna get into it. Fascism in Chainsaw Man tonight, baby. Let's go. Break time. See you after the break. Alright, we're back from the break. I unmuted. Let's go. Genius. Animation's so fucking good. Incredible stuff. Like I said, the anime fans are just insane. They're just deranged, dude. The kind of shit they do. Alright, so yes. Debate was not a debate. Of course, debates are stupid. Debates are a fucking waste of time. They're fun, but not really good. Not real. However, there is an important point that Elda is, I don't say overlooking, just not including in her reaction. And again, she does live reacts. I do fucking, 5.5 hour talking head streams no one gives a fucking shit about. She does fun live reacts and watch that 5k subs. And I've got only Doofy chilling in my chat. Shout out to Doofy, bro. We love that, dude. Well, it's cool. It's cool. This is not a diss on her too. It's just a further exploration of the similar ideas. Because the thing is, okay, Yuko decided after she got devil power. And Yuko decided that she was gonna do this shit after she made a deal with the Justice Devil, right? That's the reveal of the information. Even the contract with the Justice Devil, which we don't know at this point in the react, right? That whole reaction was to a page and then like 3 pages onward. She made a contract with the devil. So yeah, no hating on SEC for not including that. She literally hadn't read that. But it's an important point about Yuko's character, which shows up in that chapter. That yes, she has these fascistic tendencies, but she decides to execute on them after she makes a contract with the Justice Devil, and the Justice Devil is like, yo, you gotta power your justice up. She gets her sense of justice boosted, as she describes herself. Her sense of justice is super strong. It's blown out of proportion, basically. And so, she makes this decision to kill this dude. Because he was annoying her, basically. This guy is so annoying. He gets welfare, and he wastes it on pachinko. Who cares, bro? Who cares, dog? But where she normally didn't care before, because she already knew this guy was doing this stuff. Now she made this contract with the devil. She has this sense of justice and the power to execute on it, right? It's this enhanced sense of moral authority from the Justice Devil, and she has the power to take that sense of justice, that righteousness, into her own hands. Good shit. Very cool. However, or not however, that process of having your egotistical sense of righteousness, your personal evaluation of ethics, boosted having that ego boosted, and then being offered a pathway to power from the framework of that sort of like solipsistic ethical framework is the fascist radicalization process. Alright, so what do I mean by that? Okay. That's kind of like a very heady way to say it, but basically, it's like the dude, you have the lonely loser, which, you know, never heard of that. Who could that be, dude? Nobody fucking knows. It's a lonely loser alone in a room on the internet. And they have all these, like, worries and desires, right? And they see incel shit. It's like the alt-right online pipeline for radicalization, besides just already being a conservative freak and going to YouTube at any time. But they're like lonely dudes, they're like sad because, you know, they suck and their lives suck. You know, it is what it is. Right, and these incel ideologies are these different, like, Nazi ideologies, or like, there are other ones, you know, like, KKK type ideologies, this kind of stuff. They place the, you know, this disaffected individual at the center of the moral universe. They create an ethical system in which, you know, you're doing the right thing, but there's this other shit that's causing a problem. It can't be that I'm doing the wrong thing, and that's why I'm a fucking loser. Instead, I'm doing the right thing, and I have this ethical evaluation of other people, and they're doing the wrong thing, and that's why the world is bad. So is that? So you have the big, overbloated ethics. Your sense of justice gets blown up. And it also gets warped, usually, which, hopefully, you know, YUKO's sense of ethics was warped in this process, because otherwise that's concerning. But, you know, saying that people shouldn't waste welfare money on gambling is not like completely insane ethics. I think it's not right. It's like, who cares? The state is giving you money, and it's his money. So if he wants to be a fucking idiot, okay, dude. Seems probably not gonna go great for you, but hey, right? Not my money. Is what it is. However, you know, it's not like, not good. It's definitely not good. Don't do that. You know, bad idea. Not mogul moves. So YUKO has her sense of justice inflated, and then she's also empowered to take action. It's like the next part of the radicalization is to encourage pathways for radicalized individuals to be empowered. In America, that means loose gun laws. In different places, it means different things. In this context, it means devil powers. Right? So, and again, Fujimoto does this really just in the blink of an eye, as he is wont to do. He does all these things in just a few lines, you know. He just doesn't put any fucking words in his comics, man. He's just not gonna No fucking flashback, no explanation, no monologue, internal monologue of YUKO on this shit. Nope. Just, you know, the line here, the line there. Sets it all up. But basically, from what we can see, is that YUKO's radicalization happens due to the devil. Which brings us to an interesting point about Chainsaw Man. How do devils function in this society? What do? We know there's some like the fox that are, you know, friendly, and they're not like on humanity's side, but they're also not necessarily enemies. They're kind of parallel existences to humanity. They exist alongside humanity. But a lot of the devils are really fucking fascist. Let's put it that way. We have the gun devil in part 1. We've got the control devil in part 1, or the dominance devil, or whatever fucking translation is correct. Shihai, which means lots of different things, which is why translating Japanese sucks ass. It's so hard. It's so fucking hard. Gotta go to the translators out. Y'all do not make enough money for how fucking ridiculously difficult translating Japanese to English is. I fucking speak the language. I can't do that shit. It's way too hard. It's like another thing to study in and of itself. But yeah, there's a lot of sort of like fascist vibes to the devils. And part of that is because they grant power. Right? That deal, that exchange, the idea that you get something in return for something else, that's actually like kind of fascist thing, right? That was something that people caught on to with Squid Game, although it was more directed at like capitalism. But like capitalism and fascism, they're really aligned in a lot of ways. Put it that way. Right? And you know, this idea that this like welfare dude is I left the music audio volume too high, but it's probably fine. This is not that loud of a jam. This idea that YUKO has of like, I am going to, you know, purge this burden to the state. Right? Is that this guy is getting something for free. You know what I mean? He's just getting money. Obviously, not free, because you have to be disabled to get it. So like, he's getting for a reason. He's not just like getting money for no reason. Although that's also fine, in my opinion. UBI, let's go. But regardless, this guy's on disability. You get it because you need financial support, because society, your disability makes it more difficult for you to get money in capitalism. So like, you need help. That's why they get it. And this guy's a dumbass, right? He's wasting his own money. But plenty of people who have jobs waste all their fucking money. And it's only the shit. Because the fascistic sense is that if you get something in exchange for something else, okay. But if you get it for free, no. Nothing for free, you know? This is a contract, right? At the heart, devils make contracts. And the contracts are important, but that just makes devils libertarian fashion. I mean, like the libertarian contract law is the only law, you know what I mean? Like, okay, dude, yeah, great, dude. Squid Game, Fortnite. Right, and we have this, you know? We have this clear pathway in which YUKO makes a deal with the devil, and that devil's relationship with YUKO clearly parallels fascist radicalization. So my point is, YUKO's fascism is not just because, you know, YUKO's a fucking fascist. It's because YUKO is getting caught in a fascist system. The fascist system of devil powers. Which again is something really interesting about Chainsaw Man's politics, is that the power system in and of itself has this political dimension. And there's probably elements of that in all power systems, but a lot of them are just fucking games, you know, it's just like RPS. Right? It's not like, it's just very video gamey. It's just kind of narrative tool. It just sort of sets up stakes in fights and things like that. But in Chainsaw Man, the power system itself has this narrative quality to it, and that narrative quality fits into like this fascist framework of society that Fujimoto really leans on. He really just never lets anyone free. We are not free from the wheels of global fascism. But even so, we find those moments of beauty and hope. And you know, we cut up Nazis with chainsaws and things like that. What is that? That's what happens, right? Very messed up things happen in that story, right? In a video game, in a story, not real. Don't do that. And this, interestingly, ties back into that brief discussion I had about Canada's MAiD laws. Because I said yes, right? Like Elder noted, there's a sense in which this can be thought of through the lens of eugenics, especially considering that Canada has a history of eugenics with respect to its indigenous population in a number of ways. Is not good. Obviously, you're a little sus. But yeah, the whole maybe eugenics adjacent government policy, I don't know about that. That's a little maybe not. Maybe we don't do that. However, interestingly, the other side of the Canadian healthcare debate is that Canada has a very robust nationalized healthcare system, which is part of what makes MAiD such a problem. Is that, you know, the funding for the operations and the funding for disability are tied together because they're both nationalized. And so you have this kind of perverse incentive to get rid of the problem so to speak. And honestly, I'm on the same page as SEC in that anytime the state broadens its reach of just having authority over life and death, I am boo, 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 boo that. So personally, I'm ambivalent overall on the ethics, kind of. I think you can go either way. I don't think that's a clear cut, right or wrong. But politically speaking, yeah, don't let the state kill more. You know what I mean? Thumbs down on state killing. However, the fascistic right wing of Canadian politics, the side of the aisle in Canadian history, were the ones who really went hard on the, whole like re-education schools and rounding up the indigenous peoples and etc., and stealing the land in colonialism, etc., and etc. Not that the other side of the aisle wasn't like right there. It was also there, also doing it. So, there's that. But those guys who are like really into it, like they're a little too excited about it, they're actually hopping on MAiD because it's a point of attack for nationalized healthcare. And fascists love dismantling the state and privatizing institutions, because when you privatize institutions, you can hand the ethics over. You can remove the democracy from the ethics of state action and functionally create this alliance between the states and these private actors who control these big monopolistic industries like healthcare and things like that. And then you can just have the private actors deciding to do whatever the fuck they want, and since there's no democracy involved, it's just their ethics, and the personal ethics gets inflated and empowered, and that allows you to do really, really, really deranged stuff. Right? Okay. The fascism, the architecture of fascism. So the aspiring fascists in Canada are also hopping on the anti-MAiD energy to push the idea of privatizing healthcare so that the state can no longer tell you what to do, and it can't kill homeless people, and instead we'll have private industry killing homeless people instead, which is the free markets. It's way too base, dude. The real thing is that the state is they're not efficient about it, man. They're gotta get those numbers up, dude. So fucked up. That's a joke, okay? It's all bad. No, I don't like it. I think that is a compelling argument for getting rid of the fucking shit, because you don't need to kill people. Just don't kill people. Boo, killing people. You don't need to do it, and you doing it gives these fucking fascist weirdos a nice talking point to arm their cannons to dismantle all of the institutions that you are using to combat fascism. Just don't do it. Just stop being so weird. Like, you just don't have... no. You don't have to do it. Yeah, the ethics aside, even if you think there's like an ethical argument, who cares, dude? Fuck it. Okay. Oh well. Maybe there's an argument to be made for like decriminalizing the doctors assisted suicide in some sense, because maybe there's like corner cases here and there where a doctor's like, yeah, it's kind of unethical to not kill this person in the way, and then maybe the doctor or something can file or something, or they can just accept the consequences and you can put it in a legal gray area and it's fine. You don't have to fucking decide everything. And whatever. The whole, institutionalized process for doing it, I don't know about it. You don't have to necessarily be such fucking nerds about everything, Canada. Stop being such fucking weirdos. Chill. Right? Stop apologizing. Chill out. Probably like one doctor's patient asked him about it, and the doctor had such a Canadian anxiety attack that now we have these laws. And every Canadian was like, "That's real. If someone asked that to me, I would be really troubled." Yeah. Okay. Shut up. Who cares? I deal with it. We live in hell. You don't have to be sorry. But that's the thing, right? The whole MAiD discussion is a perfect example of exactly the kind of tools that the fascists bring in to get this radicalization going. Right? They take this ethical point that you feel like doctor killing, no, bad, which I agree. But then they blow it up, They blow your personal ethics up into the size of the country. So, doctor bad. No state doctor boo. Right? And then they want to empower you. They want to get you voting. They want to get you agitated. They want to get you politically active. They want to transfer that inflated sense of ego into political action. Which is easy to do, because when you feel like your ethics is, world-sized, then saying it's important that you do this political stuff, XYZ, including but not limited to violence. That's an easy argument to make. A much easier argument to make than we should consider the systemic consequences of different organizations, the economy, and also we should consider the personal lived experiences of the subjects of the state, and in that way we should make informed decisions about. I'm so bored, dude. Just tell me I'm right, everybody else sucks, and so we can just do whatever the fuck we want. That's way cooler. Right? And that is the kind of process that goes in to the right-wing co-opting of the very valid disability advocacy concerns about MAiD, right? The right wing is trying to co-opt that and turn that into a way to get rid of disability benefits at all in the end of things, which all you disability people out there, don't get confused about making the wrong kind of friends, alright? I mean, you all fucking know. You don't need me to tell you, but maybe some like weird 14-year-olds who are probably not actually disabled need me to remind them that you don't need to go be friends with the right wing just because you happen to line up with them ethically on one point one time, alright? The world's complicated. Sometimes you look over and a fascist is saying the same thing as you. That doesn't mean you have to become a fascist, right? You can just say, oh, that guy, yeah, that's one idea, I agree. Literally everything else about it fucking sucks. So, okay. But that's exactly it. That's the kind of thing that gets you hooked in. That turns you on the path of radicalization, and all of a sudden you're Tim Pool. You know what I mean? Talk about anti-vax shit on your left-wing podcast. It's like, what happened here? What's going on? Where'd you go? You took a wrong turn somewhere. And that's what happens to YUKO. That's how this whole works. That's how fascism works. You get hooked in by a promise, something, a feeling that your sense of righteousness, your sense of justice is the size of the whole world. But it isn't. But it's not. You just don't know. We live in hell. We live with devils. And that is why we don't get to know. We don't get to know what's right. Because we don't know what else could be. We don't know the breadth of possibilities of the world. Every choice we make is just the choice we made, and we never get to see the other side. And the reality we are in just is the way it is, and there's no other world that will ever be. Sorry, quantum physicists, you're too weird about it. I don't care if it makes your math work right. Doesn't make any fucking sense. It's a stupid idea. This is just, it is what it is. We don't get to know. And because we don't get to know, we suffer. But also, we can understand. You know? We can understand YUKO's frustration because we understand the frustration of existence, of fucking suffering through this bullshit. Of looking over there and saying, well, that's fucked up. But even though you think it's fucked up, you're not allowed to do anything about it being fucked up, because just you thinking it's fucked up isn't enough. And so you are trapped in hell with devils. Because you don't get to kill the devils. You just have to live with them. Only Chainsaw Man can kill the devils, unfortunately. And only after they turn into devils. Not while they're just wasting their money on pachinko. And ultimately, that is the anti-fascistic position. And will be my closing thought for the night. The problem that YUKO faces, the thing which makes it all wrong, is this fact. This fact about the world we live in. Which is, honestly sucks. But it is what it is, it's real. When we're talking about making the world a better place, enacting justice, doing what's right, you can't do it yourself. Because you just don't know. And you don't get to know. And you just can't do it for that reason. You don't get to know. People can know. We collectively can discuss and compare our perspectives and bring different takes together and develop different opinions and rational frameworks for discussion. But you can't do it yourself. Your personal fears, your anxieties, your, judgments. It's not enough. It's not good enough. It's just not good. Individuals just aren't good enough. They fucking suck. We don't know. We just don't know. It is what it is. We don't know, and we'll never fully know. That's why we can't do it ourselves. We can only do it together. And that's why life is hell, and we have to live with devils. Because, really, devils are just like you and me. And that's where I'll stop for tonight. Thanks for watching. Bye. And this is also my favorite part of the jam. Jamming. As I mentioned, this is my jam, featuring me on the jams. Anybody who makes YouTube videos out there and would like to use the jams, feel free to reach out to me. You can use the jams. There are plenty of scuffed parts. If you want to edit out, that's fine. I don't really care. You can use the whole thing, use parts of it, you can do whatever the fuck you want with it. You can remix it, I don't really care. You can make a song about it and not attribute it to me at all. And I'll be like, oh, lol, and you know, I'll probably call you out, but I don't really care. It'll be fine. It'll be good clout. It's all good. So that's that. Thanks for stopping by. Everybody who stopped by Epi, you literally just dropped the fucking off. They used to be in a mod, dude. Epi's like, I'm not even a mod in this chat. This fucking sucks, dude. I'm out of here. Right? I'm not gonna mod you, Epi. How about that? Take that. Huh? Get wrecked. No, I don't know. It's like fucking middle of the afternoon in India, I think. So probably work or something. School. I don't fucking know who Epi is. I have no idea. No, it's an Indian dude. That's all I know. Thanks everybody who stopped by, drop some chats. Everybody who sees the video, you need to go read Chainsaw Man, and if you've read it before, go read it again. I am currently watching Angel Beats. I'm probably going to watch more of Angel Beats because I started it so many times and I haven't finished it yet. I always get fucking distracted by some other shit, but I'm going to finish it. It's super funny, it's great. I also finished Azumanga, which was good. Should have talked about this at the beginning, but I literally fucking forgot because I was too excited to do my react. I'll probably do an Azumanga episode because I loved it and it was really good. But that's a discussion for another day. Today we're done. Thank you everyone again. Good luck and good night. God bless.